Well, hi, it's Grandpa, and boy, do I have a story for you. That's right, it's time for another story for Eden and Lana and Audrey and Anna from our favorite book, A Treasury of New Testament Stories. And this one is the story of the loaves and the fishes. Jesus taught people about God. And one day, Jesus was teaching a lot of people, more than 5,000 people. Some people sat on the grass and some others stood side by side, and they all were very still and they were listening to what Jesus was saying. See, they're all standing there and sitting and listening to Jesus. And Jesus was teaching them about his kingdom. And then when the sun began to go down, some people were getting hungry. And Philip, one of Jesus' disciples, said, "Jesus, tell the people to leave so they can go and get some supper." But Jesus said, "Why don't you give them some food to eat?" Philip said, "Well, we don't have any money to buy food for 5,000 people. Look at Philip. Yeah, no money. Then another disciple, Andrew, spoke up. He said, "There's a little boy who brought his lunch, and he would be glad to share his 5 loaves and 2 fish. He had 5 rolls and 2 fish, and he was going to share it." So the little boy gave his lunch to Jesus, and Jesus thanked God for the food. You do that before you eat too, don't you? Don't you say thanks for the food, God? That's what we call grace. Then Jesus said, "Pass this food around." And the disciples thought, 5 loaves and 2 fish? That's not going to feed all these people. But they passed the food around anyway. And you know what? The men wrapped their bread around the fish, and the women chewed on the bread and then the fish, and the children nibbled on the bread, and they ate and they talked and they ate. And finally, everybody said, "We're full. We're stuffed." And you know what? They even had some leftovers. The disciples picked up the leftovers, and they filled 12 baskets with the fish and the bread. See? They had food left over, and they didn't even think they were going to have enough. That is what they call the story of the feeding of the 5,000. And that's quite a story, isn't it? Well, I hope you liked the story. And you know what? We've got another story. The next time we get together, we'll read another story. Would you like that? I can hardly wait. I love you, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.